What's going on, fellow crypto enthusiasts and crypto beginners? My name's Hussein the Brain, and today we're going to be looking at FCFL, Fan Controlled Football League. Seems like a very ambitious project, a very fun project if you love American football. They tried this idea before. It's an indoor football league similar to arena football, but basically the same thing. And they tried this on a small capacity with, where is it? Is it on this site? The Screaming Eagles. Okay, it's here, actually. This is their second site. This is the site that I'm going to link to in the description, fantoken.network. Okay, Screaming Eagles. So this is what they did. All right, the fans have full control over this thing, guys. So they had the fans completely come up with the name. Some people were trolling, like, I think Spaghetti Monsters, which that would have been cool. I would have liked that if Spaghetti Monsters would have won. So they had the fans do this whole thing. They picked the team name. They called it the Screaming Eagles. And fans live called the plays. They draft the players for this new league that's going to come out with 8 teams. They're going to call timeouts, basically do the whole thing. Like, you're going to be the coach, the GM, and owner of an actual football team. So just like fantasy, but fantasy is a virtual team, right? The team's in your head. Like, we get to see the players play, but they're all in different uniforms. It's going on at different times of the day. You don't get to call the play, so on and so forth. It's all virtual. It's not real. This is going to be an actual team you're going to control. And I believe the people with the most tokens, it's more like a voting system, right? So the better you're doing, I believe that's how it's going to go, as in like what plays you call will actually come to fruition, and they'll actually call those plays in real life. So the more of the tokens you have and the more you play, the more successful you're doing. Let's say you call the play and it works. It's a touchdown. I think that's how you would get rewarded. So your vote would have more weight based on how good you were and how many tokens you had. There's something along those lines. A lot of people like to troll and do this stuff, but that's going to only be every now and then, okay? Like, it's like Wikipedia or Reddit or any site like that, especially when there's a good system instilled. The mass majority, the good ideas, the truth, the people that really want to play, that really want to have a good time, that really want to compete and see their team do well. So I believe you're going to be on one team out of 8, and I think you'll be locked into that team for at least a season. I think that's how they're going to do it. I think you'll be able to switch the next season, but yet they just don't want people switching teams, like in the middle of a game. Oh, I'm this team, I'm that team. You want to stick and try to build a dynasty here. And there might be rewards instilled if you stick with the same team season after season after season. So that's why I think it'll work as far as the trolling goes. Like I said, like Wikipedia, Reddit, all the good posts, all the the truth, or what seems to be the truth, and the people that actually want to play and have a good time and make it a real league, that will always win out in the end. Maybe someone trolls once, it doesn't go through, but no one's going to be trolling and spending their time, which is very valuable, calling the wrong plays on purpose, and who knows, those wrong plays could work. I've been wanting to do this video, and I always wanted to talk to the team, especially the CEO, and I was very fortunate to do so. They got a great team. This is all the team members are just sports fanatics. They just love sports. One of the things that I've always preached, like there's a lot of aspects as far as fantasy football goes, like why people play. And one of the aspects I always believe to be is that people want to be the coach, they want to be the GM, they want to be the owner. Like let's say your team trades away all their good players and now they suck, and you hate that. You're like, man, why do they trade their players? Like, this is so annoying. I've been a fan of this team for so long. Like, why do they do this? Or why did they call this play? Seattle Seahawks, why did they just run the ball with Marshawn Lynch? That happens all the time. Like, it happens so often, and it really hits home. It hurts way more if it's your team. You're calling the plays. Like, that problem is not going to happen in this case. If you're calling good plays, your team's winning, you're in charge, man. And one way they're going to pull this off, because like I've seen this done before with another app that's total garbage. No need to mention their name, but it was more like taking a silly, simple trivia quiz, multiple choice in between plays. And there were issues because of the delay. Like if the app took, by the time you see, there's always a delay when you're watching the game on TV or on a live stream. So there's, whatever that is, 10-second delay. Then the app might delay it 10 seconds. And by the time you look at it, the play's over. So it really wasn't working. It was boring. And nothing you put in, you got some points for stuff you put in. It wasn't that interesting. Like it didn't keep me glued in. This is going to be different. The experience could be good when you go and show up live to a game. They're going to have a studio in Vegas, and they're calling it more of a studio than a field because it's more like a TV production studio. Like you're going to go there. It's going to probably be fun. It's going to be really high tech. It's in Vegas, so I'm definitely going to go and check it out. Mostly because of, not just to see the teams play, like not just to see football, but I'm actually more interested in the tech side. Like, are they going to have drones? Like, are they going to have chips in the shoulder pads? Like, how do these crazy stats display? When we watch it live, it's going to be on Twitch, live streaming. It's going to be more look like a video game, like a crazy video game. So I'm more interested in the tech aspect. How are they pulling it off? Where are they getting the stats? And that's why I want to go to Vegas. And of course, Vegas is a good place to visit. So it's going to be a good experience to go there. But that's not the priority of this stadium or TV production facility. That's not the main purpose. The main purpose is meant for people that are live streaming it, that are playing on the app. That's what the experience is for. So they're gonna make sure on most plays, most football plays, during the game, that there's ample time that for the stream delay, for people to react properly and get the plays in. So it'll ensure that most people, or the vast majority of people that are playing the app, will have ample time to call the plays and make sure they're following along, and it'll work best. So, what people did in the past, they tried to do it with NFL games, and sometimes the plays are going by fast, sometimes there's extra lag, and you just can't you can't answer those trivia questions. Well, this isn't trivia questions, and you're actually calling the plays. So, if it's going to work, it's going to be awesome. And man, if they get a big name player, I don't think they'll get Johnny Man, but Johnny Manziel, if you're watching this, maybe give him maybe in the league, FCFL. But I think that's what will really set it off if they're able to get a couple big names like ex-NFL players or something like that. Something that's cool like that. I think that'll really draw in a lot of fans. And I'm just really interested to see this launch. I'm very curious. Like, can they pull this off? Like, will this happen? But I believe in it. And after I talked to the team, it was great talking to them. Like, it really was convinced that this is gonna work. Obviously, there are some risks, as in like, if it gets really popular the very first season, will it be able to handle thousands and thousands or 10,000s or even more fans calling plays all at once? That might be an issue, so they're going to have to scale that. I don't think it's going to be that crazy day one, but it's kind of a good problem to have in a way. Like it's growing, but the lag, like you're going to have to do something about the lag. Maybe they, temporary solution, maybe they force the game to be called a little bit slower so people can call the plays. Then maybe they'll scale so everything will be faster and thousands and thousands of people are able to get plays called in on time, and so they don't have to delay in between plays as often. So they're going to have their own app. They're going to have the FCFL app or fan token app, whatever they're going to call it. So you can play and you're going to be able to watch the live stream on the app. On top of that, they're also going to be on Twitch, so you can do the exact same thing on Twitch. And using Twitch, you should be able to call the plays and do everything you would on the app. You can still do it on Twitch. On top of that, they're going to be allowing people to co-host it. So like, for instance, I could stream it and I could call, I could be a commentator of the Twitch stream and just stream it on my channel. So they're allowing that as well. So Twitch, we all know, is the #1 streaming platform for gamers, and if they're able to make the live stream even faster and improve on that, make it quality, make it fast, keep up with the technology, and all the little details and features that FCFL will have, I think it'll be very nice. So overall, I think this is a great project. It's, for being so niche, really focusing on American football fans and fantasy football fans, really. That's really, I think, the demographic for this project, for the FCFL League. I think it's a big project. It's so new. Like, the idea is so big. So at the same, it's very specific, but at the same time, it's very big. And I think they'll be able to pull this off. I'm actually very confident they'll be able to pull this off and they'll be successful. It's just, there's going to be so much, like, from the first year, from day one, there's going to be so much that's going to be needed to improve and tweak and just get better and better and better. And if the team is dedicated, like, they know, like, right the first second, the very first kickoff, to be ready to listen to the people, to look at everything, how you can improve it, how you can make it better. If they're willing to do that and work around the clock right when this comes up, because I think they're going to need to do that, I think this thing can blow up and continue to grow every year. So I'm just going to leave a link below, guys. I know I jumped right into it with that. I mean, hopefully that was a good explanation of what this is. Basically, football league, American football. You're on your phone, you're on the app, you get to control the plays, call the plays, draft the players, call a timeout, virtually do everything. Oh, and one more thing, it is built on the blockchain, so it will use the cryptocurrency. It's using a ERC20 token, and I'll leave a link below so you guys can go check it out for yourselves. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, just let me know. I don't have any tokens yet, but I plan on having some later on the road. So I do plan on being invested in this. I'm not at the moment, but I do plan on being invested in it. I just want to give that disclaimer out. So if this company does grow and does become successful, I will personally benefit off of it. Hopefully this video was interesting, guys. If you liked it, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and leave a comment below if you have any comments, any questions. I read every single comment. See you on the next video.